One of the things that I found really interesting and commendable was a report by a very popular Fox News reporter, Trey Yingst, who goes around the world covering war zones all the time. And he's a real reporter from Fox News, and I've seen a lot of his reporting. I have a lot of respect for it. He's also covered things at the border, and that's why he's become a popular Fox News reporter. And even though he tries to do his job as a reporter, he knows he works for Fox News. And the vast majority of the Fox News audience worships and loves Israel and wants to hear absolutely nothing negative about it. All those uber patriots, American uber patriots, who refuse to hear a negative word about this foreign government on the other side of the world. They love hearing vicious attacks on their own government and their own country, just constantly heap scorn and contempt and insult on the United States, the country to which they claim they're most loyal, but criticize or do anything that reflects negatively on this tiny little country they love more on the other side of the world called Israel, and all hell breaks loose. And yet, knowing that, look at the report that he filed, having covered Israel and Gaza since October 7th, and he published it on October 7th, 2024, so on the one-year anniversary of the October 7th attack. Just listen to what he said, not just about what was happening in Gaza, but about what he felt he needed to say as a journalist, demanding the free press rights of other journalists, including in Gaza, be protected. Listen to this segment.
There are so many neighborhoods that are flattened. Palestinians that are internally displaced will simply have no homes to return to. And while we get a first-hand look at the destruction here, it's important to remember that Palestinian journalists do not have this access. They have been pushed to the south. Dozens have been killed.
There's this false narrative about Palestinian journalists. More than 100 of them have been killed by Israel since the war began. And I take very few positions in the conflicts that we covered, but let this be a position that I take. Journalists, specifically Palestinian journalists, must be protected amid the war. The Israelis have killed journalists in drone strikes. They've killed them with small arms fire, and it's unacceptable.
Just massive credit to him for having said that. And I should just note that there is a new documentary out from Al Jazeera that is directed by a longtime mainstream British journalist that I highly recommend that you watch. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. We are interviewing the director of that film tomorrow. We have permission from Al Jazeera to show the first 15 minutes. Most of it is based not on Palestinian claims, but on a lot of claims from the IDF itself that come from the postings that Israeli soldiers have made inside Israel, inside Gaza, that are repulsive and degenerate and sadistic and criminal. And it really synthesizes the full year of what's been going on. So I just want to preview that for you. But what Trey Yingst said there is what every American journalist should be saying, and yet virtually none are, which is, I don't take positions as a journalist, but the one thing I will take a position on is how immoral and dangerous it is for Israel to be not just incidentally killing journalists by accident through indiscriminate violence, but clearly personally targeting journalists, targeting their homes, wiping out their entire families by killing not just them, but everyone around them. And it's happened repeatedly to the point where that Fox News reporter, to his great credit, could no longer endure being silent about it. And I hope that's a lesson to other American journalists who should speak up when things like that happen, as well as when things like the arrest of Jeremy Lafredo happen as well for his reporting that he did, which is every right to do, about lies told by the Israeli government. Thanks for watching this clip from System Update, our live show that airs every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Rumble. You can catch the full nightly shows live or view the backlog of episodes for free on our Rumble page. You can also find full episodes the morning after they air across all major podcasting platforms, including Spotify and Apple. All the information you need is linked below. We hope to see you there.